Tonight I wanted to talk about caffeine. And to help me talk about caffeine, I got Ty here.
What's up?
Ty's been on my case about drinking this cold brew like nonstop. And for me, like I'm not going to lie, like I love the feeling of caffeine because for me, I'm not always out running or riding my bike and getting that like just a rush and those adrenal glands going. So when I'm at home or if I have to go to work, I drink the coffee because it gets my heart pumping and but I still haven't listened. This guy hasn't drank cold brew in like at least 2 weeks. Maybe he's had like a couple sips here and there, but this guy, what do you like drinking, Ty?
You see, I do the yerba mate because the caffeine intake from the coffee it hits me too hard. It feels too much like a drug crutch. You know what I mean? Like it's too intense, and I feel myself kind of becoming like dependent on it. You know?
Yeah.
It's an intense kind of high for like the couple sips you do, and I try to wean myself off of that kind of high when I can, and honestly I crash really hard really quick, and so I don't enjoy it too much.
What do you think about the maca though?
Maca, bro, dude, I'll drink maca the rest of my days, man.
So Ty likes maca powder and hot water. I personally can't fucking stand the taste. I fucking think it tastes like shit.
Maca, it's like toasted marshmallows and some poop, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll totally agree on the poop. So I did some research because this last week's been very stressful for me, and I feel like the caffeine has just made me have anxiety and just really like just hardcore stress more than I need to be stressed about what's going on in my life. But that we'll talk about in another video, maybe. But so I did some research, and instead of just going cold turkey like I have in the past, I looked it up and I was like, I started drinking some like I'll have one tea in the morning. So having 1 cup of black tea in the morning, it doesn't hit me super hard. Like I feel it a little bit now. Like the last couple of days I felt it. But so I looked up the actual research. So a cup of coffee has 92 milligrams of caffeine. And it got to the point lately, it's been so hot and like I haven't been eating it. I wasn't eating as much just because I wasn't prepared not having bananas. I would drink like 3 cold brews a day. So I'd just be like slamming in milligrams of caffeine, like 248 milligrams of caffeine at least. Probably from 3 cold brews, maybe even it's a little more. And then you look at a cup of tea and it's only 45 milligrams of caffeine. So it's in half, pretty much in half. It's like over half less caffeine. And I'm only drinking 1 in the morning and I don't like thrive for another one throughout the day. And I feel like that it's like, even though I've been really stressed this week, it's really helped me not be all like jittery and stuff. And I'm kind of like getting back at peace with my body like I was when I quit caffeine like for 2 to 3 months a while back.
One thing I love though is I drink yerba mate a lot. I'm not going to say I cut caffeine by any means. I drink a lot of yerba mate, and it does technically have a bit of caffeine as well, but I feel like with that, I don't get that like plateau effect. Like you'll get that super high peak from coffee. You'd be like jittery and all these things. But mate kind of like brings you up here, and then it kind of carries you, and then it really slowly brings you down. It doesn't ever have that like crash or that, that wall you hit where you're just like I'm spinning a million miles an hour, but I can't think straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yerba mate. That's my drug of choice.
What about Red Bulls?
Let's not talk about Red Bull right now.
All right, we'll throw Red Bull on another video.
I like Red Bull.
I like the flavor of Red Bull. Well, thanks a lot for joining us, guys. We got Ty, first real appearance in any of my videos. It's the guy behind the camera. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.